What's good, YouTube? Back at it again with another video. It's Terrell Takes here. We got the NASCAR crashes for the win video that I got set up right here. Basically a compilation video of some crashes that people had when they rate people for wins. So let's see what happens in this video. It's not a long intro. You guys take it easy. It's like another little throwback Thursday type video. Hit the like button or the comment section if you enjoyed. Let's jump right into it. Let's see. Okay. Bonnie passes. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to Labonte, he and Earnhardt right here at this Bristol race back in the day, I thought that was kind of a bullshit move by Earnhardt dumping him like that. Considering the fact that Labonte passed him clean, he doorbanged him a little bit, but for the most part at Bristol, the short track race, and that's as clean as it's gonna get, especially late in a race like that. If Earnhardt to come back in the next corner and just dump him, that was like, come on. Love Earnhardt. Don't. It's not a bashing video on Dale Earnhardt. Love Dale Earnhardt. I just thought that this particular wreck in this particular scenario, I thought he was in the wrong. You know, if that was him, maybe he would have been cool with it, maybe not. But you know, it's easy to do that when you the hammer versus doing that to somebody else. But when you're the nail and somebody does that to you, you definitely not gonna like it. You know, Labonte raced him fairly, and he didn't get the same respect back in return. So got to give Dale a little bit some thumbs down for that. But hey, it is what it is. Ooh, Stewart took some damage. And being a, oh my God, that was such a bullshit ass move by Dylan. I don't know how anybody is. I remember when this had watching this race live. That was such a bullshit ass move by Dylan. You know, not only did he just kamikaze the corner take, and I don't like Logano like as much as the next person, but take one guy out for the win, and then door slam somebody else and almost turn them as well in terms of Denny Hamlin. I thought that was pretty ridiculous, and obviously he ended up getting penalized, and we know what happened. We're not gonna play revisionist history, but this was a product of the nonsensical playoff format they had for years, over a decade, that they finally went away from last year, this past year. You know, last year was the last year for that nonsense where people would just do crazy ass moves like this with no real repercussions, because like everybody's just trying to get a win and get in the playoffs. That's how the format was in the past. You know, I'm so glad they went to the chase. I went back to the chase format where you actually, you know, have to really earn your way in based off of consistency or being dominant throughout a season. So I like that they went back to this and got rid of this nonsense, because stuff like this, it changed the outlook on how people drove and what they would do for wins, and just utter nonsense. But let's continue on. Everybody's celebrating. That was so cheap. Like I said, I don't like Logano. I don't think many people do, but that was BS. It's nothing to celebrate with that. Like, that was just ridiculous. It's Kyle Busch. Ooh. Kyle Busch got dumped. I think that was by Boyer or Harvick. I'm guessing it was Boyer. That's tough. That didn't. I wish they had done an angle of that wreck, because that didn't look intentional from that standpoint, but it didn't look like whoever was behind Kyle didn't give him an inch. And they ain't call a caution for that? I didn't hear a caution. They flying. Ooh. Look at them trying to break the draft. Oh, man. Damn. That's a big hit. My boy, Byron, was able to steal one because of that. That was a racing incident. It looked like they went for the same space and collided. I think I remember this. This is one of Chase Briscoe's boneheaded moves. Completely overdrove the corner and took both of them out. The fact that Reddick didn't do nothing to Briscoe in terms of confront him and was cool with it, that says a lot about his class, because most drivers would have lost their mind on Briscoe for doing some shit like that. I mean, that was just ridiculous. This is when colleague racing had these Talladega Xfinity races on lock, boy. They had these things on lock for a minute. Ooh. Chastain. This is when Chastain, Allmendinger, and Justin Haley was in it. These cars. Damn. Teammate taking out a teammate. If the other teammate ended up winning, that's crazy. I think I remember getting into an argument with a friend about this race. I remember this race too. I don't remember who won, but I remember. Woo! Oh my God. McDowell, man. Jesus. Reddick stole one, boy. He going crazy on the going crazy on the radio. McDowell did more than he had needed to right there in terms of blocking. I know he was trying to stop Keselowski. I don't think Keselowski had to run to get by him anyway. And of course we get hit with that. Right on time. Ooh, I remember this just by looking at Denny's car. Auto Club. This is where Logano and Denny just cannot stay there and not like each other at all. Ooh! The fact that Logano didn't get spun off of his nose right there. It's good car control. Logano was trying, boy. They didn't even notice Kyle Busch just literally just right there, just sitting, waiting. That finish was crazy. I think this wreck ended up putting Denny out for like a month or so. He missed like a handful of races because of that shit. And I think Stewart and them ended up getting into a fight afterwards. Him and Logano. That was an iconic race of the 2010s, to be honest. I remember this shit too as a kid. Look at how deep they are. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at how deep they are right there. I thought that was like crazy. There's like nowhere to go, and everybody's pushing for all they worth. Ain't like the cars nowadays where you nobody can build a run with 2 or 3 cars. Walter came like a bat out of hell, boy. Stewart throw a poor block. It just the infamous race where Junior got a concussion in, but I could be wrong. He ended up getting a concussion, I think, in this race. That was a wild finish. Oh, I do not remember this race. Damn. Inside. Damn. They both ended up spinning. Shit. That's one thing you never want to do in battling for the lead is wreck the fucking leader and you wreck yourself. But he was able to get his car going again and continue on. And oh, it was first victory too. But you never want to win them like that. Jeremy Clemens. Damn. I guess a win is a win, you know. I can't win like that. When it comes to racing, I understand getting into people for wins. I get it, but for me, if I'm a driver, I want to be known as a guy that wins with just pure skill, not winning because I'm just gonna move somebody out the way or shove them out the way or bump and run them. I get that's part of NASCAR and it has been for years, but bro, Stewart was. This is when the Xfinity nationwide type races was fun when you had some of the. Oh my god. I don't know if that was Kurt or Kyle in the 54 that week, but holy shit. Let me go back real quick. I need to see that again. Look at Kyle. Boom. Thank God all the safety modifications and safer barriers they added to this track and all the tracks around in NASCAR. Because, man, some of these hits, these dudes, they lucky it wasn't the wall. Ooh. I'm glad they barely made any real changes to the Xfinity cars. They're so fun to drive and fun to watch. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Allgaier getting fucking just bumped all over the place. I remember this. Oh my god. Can't remember the last time the damn leader that one got his car cremated at the end of the race. Wow. You had some demons down there racing. Oh, why did y'all have to show this one? Oh man, I remember being so upset at the end of this race. Oh my god, now I gotta relive it. Oh my god, I hated this ending. Jesus Christ. My favorite driver making a mistake like that. It was just tough to watch. That was a tough finish to watch. And knowing that he missed the playoffs because of that move, and all he had to do was probably chill out and just take second, but he had gone on a winless streak and wanted to win so badly. He just couldn't help himself. He couldn't help himself to try to go for the win. God. Like I said before, a few minutes ago, like crashing people for the win, it's okay. As long as you can live with that result and making that move, I ain't gonna fault you for it. But a lot of times when people do stuff like that, I don't really like it, you know, because I'm all about you gonna beat somebody, beat them straight up, whether that's on pit strategy, whether that's just better car, better speed to be able to get by somebody, but just wrecking somebody for the win, you know, you kind of lose some credibility and respect when you do that. But some drivers in different eras can live with that and just do it. You know, I get bumping runs, that's fine, but when you wrecking people for wins, like that's when you start losing respect in garages and stuff. But that's part of the sport, I guess. You know, some people gotta live with it, some people don't. You know, but that was NASCAR crashes for the wins. At least some of the, you know, some past, some old, some current, and some new. But that was a fun little video to do. Like I said, in general, when I be doing these videos, at the end of them, a like or a comment definitely helps the channel grow and gets bigger. It makes these videos better. So don't be scared to like or comment one of the videos. Maybe something you may want to see me react to. But as I always said at the end of my videos, you guys take it easy, have a good night, and until we meet again.